guys, Will here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2025 GMC Sierra 2500 HD AT4.
And a big thanks to Jordan and the rest of the management and staff here at Rivard Buick and GMC in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Jordan.
And for those of you guys who don't know, GMC refreshed their 5th generation heavy-duty Sierras last year for 2024. Tweaking it a little bit further this year for the 2025 model year, the Sierra HD adds a standard trailer brake controller for all trims. The adaptive cruise control that was previously only a standard feature on the AT4X and the Denali Ultimate is now standard on the AT4 and the Denali as well. Front and rear parking sensors are also now available on the basic trims with the Pro Safety Plus package, and there are 7 trims total for the 2025 Sierra HD, ranging from the $47,000 base Pro up to the $93,000 Denali Ultimate. Here we have the AT4 with a $71,000 base price and additional $9,500 for the 6.6 liter Duramax diesel. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So since 2024, since last model year, we've had just about the exact same styling. We mentioned the subtle tweaks and changes for 2025, but for the most part, this truck is basically unchanged, but for good reason. It's one of the best heavy-duty pickups with off-road capability out on the road today. Beautiful black grille with the red contrasted GMC badge. Hood scoop is aggressive. Body color front bumper with black contrast. Functional airflow in each corners. Dual projector LED headlamps with an LED daytime running light with HD etched to the left of the driver's side headlamp. Full front parking sensing, forward-facing camera with a washer, red recovery hooks, and fog lights LED in each corner. The wheel and tire setup, this is why you're going for an AT4, are these beefy all-terrain Goodyear Wrangler Trail Runner all-terrain tires, dimensions being 275/65 R20. The 65 series sidewalls will help the ride quality a little bit, but it's still an HD truck, heavy-duty truck with about 75 psi of air pressure in here and a more beefed up front and rear suspension, so definitely don't expect 1500 ride quality. You can lower the tire pressure to around like 40 psi and you'll be a little bit closer to 1500 ride quality, but you still won't be quite at that same level, and you're also going to really compromise your overall payload and towing capacity, so I'd recommend just leaving it as is. We get 2500 logo on the side of the front bumper, engine block heater on the bottom part of that area, plastic cladding to help us with rock chips if you take this SUV off-road, GMC reflector, running board. It's a little bit high up for my liking, but it still helps us get in and out of this really tall off-road heavy-duty truck. Black contrasted mirrors, LED turn signal on them to the tow mirrors that can poke out. We get an additional camera to help us out with the 360. Duramax Allison transmission 6.6 liter badge in the top right part of the fender area, AT4 HD in the lower left part of the door. We get smart access for the driver and the front passenger. We get zone lights in the mirror as well, blind spot monitoring on the glass, all electric adjustments with our trailer mirror down below. All black trim for the window trim. I like the tints. We get the sunroof up top too. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. It's a really tall truck, got to reach up pretty high. GMC for their heavy duty trucks basically pioneered the side bed step, and for just about all their pickup trucks, they did the rear bumper step. And we are starting to see some other companies copy this design, such as Ford, and for good reason. It makes it significantly easier getting in and out of your bed area, especially with the multi-pro tailgate, which we'll check out in 1 second. For the mention, we also get an 8-lug pattern for these beefy 20-inch rims. Same rear wheel and tire setup, the only difference is a smaller brake caliper. Hopefully you pick up your leaf springs, heavy-duty suspension, and axle. Spare tire, which appears to be full size but does not appear to be a Goodyear Wrangler Trail Runner all-terrain tire. Out rear, we get full LED taillights. We mentioned a bumper step, full rear parking sensing, red GMC logo, Sierra underneath, AT4 in the corner. We get our zone light and the backup camera, 2 buttons to drop this tailgate. The bottom button drops the entire tailgate, and the button above it drops the multi-pro function of it. So we can drop this step, these plastic cutouts, you can take them out and put in speakers to really liven up the tailgate party. For the heavy-duty Sierras, this is just about a must-have feature. It makes it so easy and convenient getting in and out of this bed area, the 6.5-foot bed. With the gooseneck, the standard conventional towing capacity is around 18,500 pounds. With the gooseneck, it's about 19,100 pounds for this AT4. So it's good either way, but the gooseneck does give you a little bit added stability. LED cargo lighting. We get our trailer controls for the gooseneck, our grab handle pole for the shorter people getting into this bed area, 3 hooks in each corner, GMC etched into the tailgate, full LED third brake light with our zone light and bed camera, which also functions as our digital rear view mirror. Really convenient process. This multi-pro tailgate is an absolute game changer, and we also get the bumper steps. So this is without question one of the most user-friendly pickup trucks. If you're actually going to be using your truck as a truck, definitely a must-have feature. We also get the 120 volt 400 watt AC outlet. We can lift this tailgate up. Also a cool part about this multi-pro tailgate is it functions as a bed extender. It's already a 6.5-foot bed. With this multi-pro tailgate, you can have an additional about 18 inches of room for 2x4s, ATVs, quads, dirt bikes, whatnot, and it just gives you about 500-600 pounds of total weight capacity on the tailgate itself. I'll leave a link right here. So I wouldn't overload it, but for short trips, emergency situations, you can use this as a pretty reliable bed extender. We can lift this tailgate right back up, take a step back, take a quick look at the exhaust tip. We mentioned the conventional towing is around 18,500 pounds. And speaking of the exhaust tip, let's fire up the 6.6 liter Duramax diesel, 8-cylinder diesel, and hear how she sounds. All right, guys, that was the sound of the 6.6 liter 8-cylinder Duramax diesel sold by GMC for the 2025 Sierra 2500, and it sounds okay, cranking out 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 10-speed Allison transmission. You can expect 0 to 60 in the mid 6-second range, making it a no-joke performer weighing in around 8,000 pounds. This is a powerful diesel powertrain. We can shut this hood right down, take a step back, walk around this 2025 Sierra 2500 AT4 HD. And let's take a step inside and see what we get with what I consider to be probably the best value 2025 Sierra HD trim level. Up top, we get soft touch materials, some carbon flash underneath it, soft touch in the center, and a decently soft armrest. 2-window auto one touch the way down, out rear, aluminum door handle, 2-person memory seats, power folding mirrors, 4-way adjustable Bose premium audio system, leather stitching in the center, and a massive storage compartment with 2 cup holders. You'll stack 2 footlongs on top of each other. We get a powder coated running board. I'll show you guys. The payload is about 3,000 pounds. The trailering is about 8,500 pounds and around 9,100 pounds with the gooseneck. Hopefully you can pick all that up on camera. We get an AT4 step-in plate, GMC dual-purpose floor liners. We get the all-weather floor liners with a carpet, and you can remove the carpet if you plan on doing some off-roading. We get the jet black and Kalahari accented perforated leather seats, fully adjustable. We get lumbar control. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide. Grab handle to get inside. Taking a step inside, putting the brake, engine start, stop, and everything fires right to life. So outside of the trailer brake controller, which is now standard on all trims for 2025, and the standard adaptive cruise control for the AT4 trim level, not a whole lot changes compared to the last year's facelifted model, which gave us this 12.3-inch digital gauge display and 13.4-inch touchscreen. But not a whole lot needs to change. It's still an unbelievably loaded truck for around the $71,000 base price point, which, yes, it's getting up there in price, but considering for an extra $22,000 the Denali Ultimate doesn't really give you that much more when it comes to options and features, especially off-road capability. You get a lot of value here with this AT4. The steering feels nice and beefy. Horn area is rubberized. The horn itself, loud and aggressive. People should be definitely getting out of your way. We'll do a window check. It's a quick window process, just a single pane window, but it's a thick single pane of glass. Adaptive cruise control, forward collision alert, heated steering wheel, voice commands. You can hang up and answer your phone calls, adjust the infotainment screen, digital gauge display as well. Hopefully you can pick that up. Not digital gauge display, heads up display Hopefully you can pick that up on camera. The heads-up display adjustments, 4-wheel drive auto, 4 high, 2 high, and 4 low. Zone light for the sides and the rear. We also get the interior brightness, auto headlamps, fog lights, no power tilt and telescoping steering column, tilt and telescoping latch down below, electronic parking brake, all stitched material for the dashboard, 2 air vents, and our 13.4-inch touchscreen with the Google Maps display, unbelievable resolution and response. It was a huge upgrade for Chevy for the 2024 model year, of course carrying over for 2025. Dual zone automatic front climate control, heated and ventilated seats, exhaust brake, lane departure warning, parking sensors you can disable, hydraulic drop for the tailgate. It's not electric, so it doesn't lift back up. Hazards, traction control you can disable, and our hill descent control. Decent amount of storage, USB A and C port, nice area for wallets or your keys. I do kind of wish we had the standard gear selector like in the 1500, but I also know a lot of you guys prefer this more mechanical feel on this column shifter. 2 cup holders, you'll fit 24-ounce bottles, wireless phone charging pad, perforated AT4 armrest, which is pretty soft. You can check out the storage space. 2 tiers, you'll fit probably 6 or 7 wallets, business cards, and coins. You'll easily fit 6 to 8 2-liter bottles of soda, USB A and C port, and a 120-volt 400-watt AC outlet. LED lighting for the center console too. The glove boxes, the top tier is rubberized with some carbon flash faux wood trim. It is decently spacious. You'll fit about 6-7 pairs of socks. The glove box itself is also decently spacious. I'd expect you to fit 2 pairs of shoes. The backup camera, let's check it out. Very high resolution. It takes up the entire screen. When we have the 360 turned off, we can turn a 360 degree on. We get a front and rear camera. This is our backup camera. You press one more time for forward facing, over the top for the front, over the top for the rear, side blind zone for the rear, and side blind zone for the front. Trailer hitch camera too, and finally our box camera so you can see everything with the cargo. This is a pretty cool screen to look at if you have valuables in your bed area. You know where you're going, you don't need GPS, you'd rather keep an eye on your stuff. Pretty cool overall camera screen to access. My personal favorite though to look at all times would probably just be the standard backup camera screen. We throw it back into park, and after a couple seconds we return right back to the previous screen. That's about it though guys for the front seat. Let's take a quick look at this window sticker for the 2025 Sierra 2500 4-wheel drive crew cab AT4. With a Summit white exterior, jet black with Kalahari accents, Duramax turbo diesel, Allison 10-speed transmission, $71,000 base price. Pause, take a look at all the standard features, $9,490 for the Duramax, $4,035 for the AT4 Premium Plus package, giving us quite a few option features. You guys can pause, take a look. $545 for the gooseneck fifth wheel, $50 for the trailer tire pressure monitor, $14,000 in total options, $500 AT4 Premium Plus package discount, totaling us out at $86,615. I didn't mention we also get the digital rear view mirror. It's frameless either way, voice commands OnStar SOS, the LED interior lights, 3 garage home link settings, 5th opening window out back, and we get the sunroof. The shade opens up with the glass. It doesn't close with the glass, but it opens up decently quickly all the way to the end of the front row. We can poke our way out of here. Beautiful day today in Tampa, Florida, sunny and 74 degrees according to this Sierra 2500 HD AT4. That's about it though guys for the front seat. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the material. So up top, out back, just like up front, we get the stitched material up top and a pretty decently soft armrest, solid storage, auto one touch for the way down. The windows are currently locked, but you have to press and hold for the way back up. You'll stack 2 16-inch subs on top of each other, a 24-ounce bottle, Bose premium speaker. The powder coated running board continues. It's a little bit high up, but with this grab handle, it's not too tough getting inside of this truck. We get that secret storage cubby that GM gives for all their leather seat equipped pickup trucks. You can fit quite a bit of stuff back here, some hunting equipment, fishing equipment, and speaking of hunting and fishing equipment, you can fit a ton of it down here under the actual seat itself. The space, I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall sitting behind my seat settings, and I still have over a foot of knee room, headroom. I got like 3-4 inches of it. So if you're under 7 feet tall, I think you'll be perfectly fine sitting in the back of a 2025 Sierra 2500 AT4 HD. The mat pockets behind both the front seats, air vents, heated second row seats, USB A and C port. The center cubby back here has a rope that you can pull. You'll fit 16 to 24 ounce bottles with mug handle holders, and you can fit a couple cigarette packs in there. Interior lights are LED. Cool, pretty decent light brought in the cabin thanks to this decently sized sunroof, and that's about it for the inside and outside of the all-new 2025 GMC Sierra 2500 HD AT4. It is a beautiful truck. If I was going for a heavy-duty pickup truck, I had a big trailer, a big boat that I needed to pull at least once a week, I would definitely look into the AT4 Sierra, especially with the diesel engine. Yes, at 80,000 bucks, we are getting up there in price, but considering that we are almost at the same level of luxury and performance compared to the Denali Ultimate, I think that this is a very solid value. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, but performance-wise, let's take this 2025 GMC Sierra AT4 HD diesel out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2025 GMC Sierra 2500 HD AT4. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions, the commanding view of the road with this heavy-duty pickup, especially with the raised ride height with this AT4, it feels pretty sick being behind the wheel of this, especially with this beefier steering rack compared to the 1500, giving you a little bit extra feel through the wheel. At least at low speeds. At high speeds, it's going to get a little bit floaty, but it's also an 8,000 pound plus pickup truck, so to be expected. Also, we mentioned super high tire pressure. Boom, you feel the bumps, especially with these heavy duty axles and suspension. The off-road shocks help a little bit, but not quite as much as not having the heavy duty suspension and tires would be. Power is good. This is like a quarter throttle. The torque is just insane. That's why you go with the diesel. That effortless power down low will pull literally anything that you need, at least within reason. 20,000 pounds for the single rear wheel. It can do more, not safely, it could. The dually can safely do 30, 35, 36,000 pounds. We could try one out off the line. We're not gonna brake torque it, just see how it responds and builds its power on the gas. Boost. Yeah, that's really powerful. I wouldn't call it fast, but that torque down low, that mid-range, it's so consistent the way it feels. Brakes feel okay, they're not amazing, but you don't expect them necessarily to be. The turning radius is not great, but you also don't expect it to be. About half throttle, yeah, that partial throttle, instant response, that's what the diesel is all about. It's not about that 0 to 60, it's about how consistently you can pull a 20,000 pound trailer behind you, not having to downshift through the gears a whole lot to get to that power. It's already there, readily available. Like, there's so much of it. That 0 to 40, it's gonna beat a lot of sporty vehicles out on the road. After 40, yes, remember 8,000 pounds, 470 horsepower, but that 975 pound-feet of torque up until 40, that's just about all you feel. You take a step out here onto this multiple lane highway, open her up a little bit more on the gas. Oh, yeah, you look down and you're moving. Yeah, I almost feel like half throttle, partial throttle feels stronger than full throttle, because full throttle, the gears are a little bit short here with this 10-speed transmission, and since we only rev to about 3,000 RPM before shifting, it's just constantly shifting. It's like you don't really get the acceleration. You want it to almost hold a higher gear that is not an optimal gear for a gas engine, but it is an optimal gear here for this diesel engine because there's just so much ridiculous torque. Like, watch this, half throttle. Like, it doesn't really feel any slower than it did at full throttle. This is full. I mean, you feel a little bit more power, but not as much as you'd expect. That low end is strong, and just cruising along at highway speeds. It's quiet, the steering feels good, and the ride quality is good. I was not expecting the single rear wheel GMC to have this good of ride quality. We reviewed a couple heavy duty Sierras in this channel. They were the AT4X, which had a decent ride because of the massive tires. We reviewed a ton of Chevy Silverado heavy duty trucks, and this ride's noticeably softer than just about any Silverado that we reviewed in this channel. Most of the Silverado HDs that we're reviewing aren't the Trail Boss trims, but we did review a ZR2, and compared to that ZR2, I really do not think that this rides any worse, and I was not expecting that. Overall, guys, If you're looking for a powerhouse, luxury off-road capable pickup, you have a 10,000, 15,000 plus pound trailer that your 1500 pickup truck is just not cutting it anymore. You're tired of feeling sketched out. You have the money to go get a beautiful off-road capable luxury pickup truck, and this is probably the best value luxury pickup truck with off-road capability out on the road today. No, it's not cheap. $70,000 base price, $10,000 upgraded engine. So you're looking at $80,000 before any additional options and features. But what do we get for that $80,000? You get a just about bulletproof, proven Duramax diesel engine that I've seen cross 500,000 miles almost routinely. You get an unbelievably updated, luxurious interior with an upgraded sound system, full-time four-wheel drive, probably the best looking heavy-duty pickup truck out on the road today, and actual genuine off-road capability with beefy all-terrain tires, raised ride height, and a more off-road capable suspension. If that's what you're looking for, guys, between the $70,000 to $80,000 price point, I would 100% recommend checking out the 2025 GMC Sierra 2500 HD, and I would recommend checking out the AT4. Probably my favorite trim level for the Sierra. If this was the truck that I was going to buy, this is probably the trim level that I would be choosing. And a big thanks to Jordan and the rest of the management and staff here at Rivard Buick and GMC in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to their inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Jordan. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too, it really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.